Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's Evan Talk. We're glad to have you back with us. Eh? George is my name, and I'm not by myself, as always. I got KB representing SA. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Say hello to everyone, KB.
What's up, everyone? Your boy Cavelo here, bringing you lots of disky love. So yeah, let's go and get it, man.
Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, as he says. Lots of dusky love coming your way. And where do we start? Where do we start? We start right over here. It says champions stung by two Goth Tony winners. Ivan Tony was showing the England manager, hey, you didn't pick me. See what I can do. See what I can do. That
Yeah,
definitely stung Man City right there.
true,
It was
true.
beautiful. Baby,
Yeah,
what did
yeah.
you
Look,
think?
I mean, yeah, look, it's it's quite something, not to be picked. Obviously, I think ahead of him, there's quite a lot of other strikers, also seasoned strikers. So he needed to obviously try and stick out his name and say, "Look, man, I should be part of the 26-man squad, even if I'm not starting. I should be on that flight." But yeah, unfortunate for him. But I like him. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. Fortunate for Pep, rather.
Yeah, but there's a rumor talking about Tony that Medicine might be injured, and
Okay.
possibly they might take him instead of Medicine if he is injured, as rumors go. But we'll just have to see.
Okay. Okay. That'll
Yeah,
be good. You say that'll be
the
good.
good
Like,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but coming to the match, like you see the stats, Man
Hmm.
City was dominating ball possession with 75% ball possession to 25%, 29 shots attempt, 6 goal. Oh, they were like just absorbing pressure uh, like nobody's business. But they did
Yeah,
the business. It shows you that you can have all the possession you want, but if you don't stick it on the net, then hey, it doesn't mean jack.
yeah. Look, I think that pressure, started mounting up. When the score was like still draw 1-1. So they obviously tried to do it their most. I mean, even the corner count, I think they did a whole lot of corners, City, but that was them trying to catch up. And that's where obviously, Bradford got the lucky break and managed to stick that one back in behind the net. So, I mean, there was even another one after that, after the goal. There was an opportunity
Opportunity, and then yeah, can
for
I
a
give?
head to.
Mm,
Yeah, and yeah, there was quite a lot that they were throwing up front. uh, didn't have enough manpower, to stay behind, and that's where Bradford saw the opportunity to
the
score the second.
opportunity, yeah, and they use that speed. That hey, go, 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 go. Actually, that second goal from Tony, I actually thought you took your time too much. It might not go
True,
in. So, but
true.
they eventually got it in. But I
Yeah,
must say, my goal of the match was that folding goal. That volley was just too beautiful.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's just,
yeah.
hey, skyrocketed up there.
Yeah. No, nice. All round, I mean, City always scores nice goals, man. But
Surprisingly, the man of the moment, Mr. Haaland, didn't score a goal. But hey, he wanted to give, was it Gunwan that ballooned it because he had
yeah,
a chance and then passed it back and he missed big time. But hey, if you don't take your chances, you'll never score.
yeah. If
That
you
is
don't buy
what it
the Yeah, if you don't buy the ticket, you'll never win the lotto.
is. And everybody wants to win the lotto, eh? Everybody
Correct.
wants to win the lotto. But hey, man, this team right here, Spurs is the one that, they always start off quite slow, but it comes to fruition that this time around, Leeds scored first, and the headline says Bentancur brace complete sensational Spurs comeback. And as always, Kane has his goal. No matter what, he's always coming up with a goal here and there and everywhere. Now, he might have I'm not saying he had a slow or a weak game, but he's always in the headlines.
Mm.
So Spurs went 1-0 down, and then they came back, and Leeds was like, hey, we're not down and out. Somerville actually like that this boy right here. Eh? He scored against Liverpool. Always have to bring up Liverpool, but hey, even Rodrigo has always been a beautiful striker right there.
Yeah, he also scored against Chelsea. Yeah, I think he's quickly took the
Winning
position
the
of
hearts.
Rafinha, and is really, really, really,
Running
owned.
with it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. But again, man, until Antonio Conte, this season, this whole season, he's been conceding goals first. Every game, he's always coming from behind. Look,
and we always saying that they start off slow.
yeah,
And that is to their detriment. They went to the half 2-1 down, and their team has to like give it their all in order to win. So that will not be good in the long run.
look,
You need
yeah,
you need to start off fast so that you are able to relax and preserve your energy for the next game and the next game. I know that this was the last game week for a while until the World Cup ends. But if they carry on like this after the World Cup, then towards the end of the season, then it's gonna really, really hurt them.
yeah. Look, I mean, it's not a long time, man. The guys are coming back. 26th of December is when we.
Yeah, 26. It's the first games,
Yeah.
and
So
some of the players remember the FA Cup. It's
yeah.
before that.
Okay. Are they still in the FA Cup? Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Tottenham is out. Oh,
No, no,
yeah.
no, 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 no. Tottenham is out of the Carabao Cup. It's
Carabao
not.
Cup, yeah. The Carabao Cup, not FA Cup, just before, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, but I mean, yeah, like I said, is Conte every game he's starting from, catching up. It's not gonna this strategy, like I said,
It
you
doesn't work.
mentioned it rightfully, saying that in the long term it's not gonna work. Even in the Champions League, I don't think he will be able to catch up, with those big teams. I can't even remember who's he drawn against in the Champions League, but yeah, you're
It's
not
going
gonna
to
be.
be a problem. It's definitely going to be a problem. And you might have a good strike force. You might have a good midfielder, but if you do that, you consistent in starting off slow.
Yeah.
It's you can't start off slow like that. Hey, welcome Tangeni, welcome Tangeni.
Thank you, Jenny.
So
Apologies.
And
uh, so if you start off slow like that, then like you were saying, chances are even in the next round of the Champions League you're out.
yeah.
Yeah. So just to catch you up, brother Tangeni, we're talking about Spurs. They're always having to catch up. Having to start off slow, and then that's how they normally do it. And it catches up with you in the long run.
It does.
Mm.
But look, I guess each and every team has their signature play. And Spurs has always been known for that. Some some teams are able to exploit it, some are unable to exploit it. So I guess it's their signature football. That's what they're well known for. That look, they'll take it easy for the first 15 minutes, and they gradually now from there on, they play in phases essentially.
I get that. I get that. I get that. But this is an English Premier League, and uh, you do something a couple of times, that the whole league will know exactly how you play. They will know that, okay, fine. Should we get 2 goals in the first half? Like, then we defend with all we have. And then
No, not defend. I mean, you saw what Chelsea did. They got the goals and they tried to defend with all they had. It didn't work out.
Yeah, well, our Chelsea's another story altogether. Like I said, you can't bring a youth coach to come and coach a senior team under so much pressure. It
Hmm.
was,
it's a
it was,
lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, eh?
yeah.
Actually, speaking about Chelsea, your headline says, where there's a Willock, there's a Hayway for the mighty Magpies. That was an interesting game right there. Though, you know, uh, Newcastle are third in the league, and it shows. They play well. So you you would have known that Chelsea was in for a fight, and that's what they got.
Yeah, well, I don't think Chelsea are doing themselves any favors, right? They they they
Um,
they definitely they're not gonna finish in the top six.
You think,
I,
with the
I
way they're playing right now, you think, but they
now
have players. They have, you know,
I
I was saying that most players are, are playing half-hearted, thinking that, hey, World Cup, let me not get an injury. Don't you think some of the players are playing like that?
Specifically, who do you think is playing like that? If you look at the current Chelsea team, who's
No, I'm
playing?
not talking specifically at the Chelsea team. I'm just speaking holistically in the league.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Look, these boys, they still
I
have
know
a
they're professional and all, but yeah.
yeah. Well, besides that, I was gonna say that, I think they still have a passion for winning. Nobody sits back and says, "I don't want to get myself injured."
Mhm.
Club football is also quite important for them. Some of them, I don't think they're even thinking that they'll even make it anywhere past the knockout stages or into the knockout stages, considering their countries. So, yeah, honestly speaking, I think they're putting in a lot now to cement and finish top, uh,
Mm.
so that whatever happens when they come back, then the journey continues. I mean, look, man, EPL, winning the EPL, it's something.
It's huge. But now, if you're saying they're putting in a lot now, and they're putting in a performance like this,
Are you talking about Chelsea? That's what I'm asking. Are you talking about Chelsea?
I was talking overall, but now you're saying, yeah, Chelsea specifically,
Yeah.
yeah,
Overall, you're not seeing teams lag. It's only Chelsea that is still,
that's
you know,
lacking.
yeah. Overall, City lost.
but
You
your
know,
top six, there's some sort of consistency with the
Consistency to
yeah,
it.
with exception
So,
to
as Ntangeni is saying, it's possibly the coach, the leadership, the upper structure that is kind of failing. Like you were saying, You can't put a little league coach to coach a senior team.
Yeah, look, he's talking about Chelsea again. Yeah, and
Specifically Chelsea.
yeah, Porter for me, I don't think this is his squad. Any of these players in this team, they're not his. And I think he's failing to put together a string of, solid squad that works for him. He's been chopping and changing Kovacic and Gallagher and so on, and Jorginho in the middle, and we're still losing quite a lot of balls in the middle of the park. Next week you're gonna see Loftus-Cheek there also. None of it is sort of concrete, and I understand there's quite a lot of fixtures happening in the month of October, but we need to still see what is his players, who are his players. I mean, should he be fighting to keep N'Golo Kante in the squad? I don't know. Where is N'Golo in the whole of this? He's injured, but what is he saying about him? Does he want
What's
to
his role when he comes back from injury?
If he comes back, because N'Golo is already saying he wants out. So, like I say, is that all of these things, I don't think he's got his squad. And it's unfortunate, after spending 300 million plus, we still have a poor, or rather, we don't have a team that's winning anything or possibly won't win anything. It's really sad.
But you're saying 300 million plus, but he's not the one that spent that money. So
yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying, is that's not his squad.
That would mean that Chelsea is going to have to spend a bit more if they're investing in Potter. So that he can bring in his own squad, so that he can put in his own identity onto this whole thing.
Unfortunately, I don't think he's a kind of coach that will go out and spend. I think he's going to go dig some boys up, the academy, somewhere from Burnley.
The new Arsene Wenger of EPL.
Yeah. He's going to go dig up boys from, I don't even know, Sheffield Wednesday in the championship.
Yeah.
Boys that are unknown but are very hungry. I think he likes to work with some, and he will do well with them. But
not at Chelsea.
But Chelsea, it's a big team. So it's
Chelsea, mancity. Those teams are big. You can't be saying I'm building from scratch. You need to blood in youth. So right now, I think the move was incorrect by the owners to bring in a coach like that. He should have been brought up to manage the academy. That's what
become some sort of maybe assistant coach, so that he can gradually. Yeah,
I actually thought he was just an interim coach, but when he was signed permanent, I was taken back. But anyway, it's what we have now. We've made our bed. We need to lie on it.
Lie in it, man.
Yeah, no, I was laughing at Liverpool not so long ago. Now I'm in the same position, eh?
They're even 1 point ahead of us, my guy.
Liverpool better. They've got a coach that they can count on. We don't even have a coach to count on.
Yeah. Okay, man. The tables turn here every now and then. This the headlines for Liverpool, as you talk. No Klopp, no problem. Let Reds do the job.
You can see George talks and he does this when it's Liverpool.
Yeah, no, he's probably on the edge of the seat.
Yeah,
man. You know what? I'm good with every team. Every team is a good team in the top 6 that we discuss. Yeah, but I must say that like Ivan Toney did, talking to the England coach, Fabinho was trying to do the same thing with his first goal, saying that, hey, you didn't pick me and I've been performing so well for you. So Liverpool 3, Southampton. I know Southampton is in the relegation spot, but hey,
look,
a team is a team is a team. 2 teams in the relegation spot beat Liverpool previously, so It was a good win for us, excellent win for us, and I'm glad that Nunes also got how many? Two
True.
goals. Wow! And a whole lot of people were saying, "Hey, a flop, flop, flop," but hey, he's coming
He's,
right. He's
he's still
coming right. I'm
he's
not
still
saying people here, but he's still to prove himself. But he's coming right. He's coming right. You can see his
he's
hunger
still
for goals.
Andy Carroll, man. Andy Carroll is not doing anything amazing. This boy, come on, let's not shout here.
He's a striker. He's a striker, and he's doing his thing. And even our goalkeeper in this game, three fantastic saves, which proves to a whole lot of people that hey, that's for me number one goalkeeper in the world, bro. Number one goalkeeper in the world. And
Hey, it's Liverpool
hey,
talking about Gunning. Gosh,
it is Liverpool, bro. But if you watch the game, if you watch those saves, ah, it was like clear cut goals right there that he saved.
Look,
hey, Kepa did those kind of saves in the game against Villa. You didn't say the same. You didn't. You didn't say, "Wow, world class keeper." You didn't say that.
What was that? You
no,
know, Ellison has got it all, bruh. From keeping
but
to
look, George. Me, I'll be the first one to admit when you are doing good. Like that's the difference between Chelsea and Liverpool. Now, Klopp, even when he's not sitting on the bench, you can still see his influence. You can still see the players now are starting to believe in him again. They're doing it for him. So for me, look, it's all good for Liverpool, and I hope it actually takes them to the top three. If again the World Cup, World Cup
World
has a,
Cup. After the World Cup, it's gonna be starting the season.
that's what I'm
Is what the
saying. The
point.
World Cup is a way of turning the table upside down, eh?
I know in previous years when there was a break coming back, Liverpool started off quite slow. It wasn't starting with a bang again. So at times I'm afraid of breaks.
Yeah, you must remember previously all the World Cups is that when they come back, they still have some time to
Some
rest.
time to recover and all of that. Yeah, this
Right
is
now,
gonna be a different ball game altogether.
yeah, unless you get knocked out early, obviously.
But how many of your players? You remember, it depends on how many
How
players
many
you've got.
players are playing? How many? Yeah,
Well, we can cover that next week or during the week when
yeah.
we talk
We'll
about.
cover that during the week and how many players are in the EPL and how many players which teams are represented more and all of that. So it will be definitely covered next week. But speaking about teams that are doing well, number one in the log right now.
You know what, eh? You know what? I'm impressed.
The headline says Odegaard strikes gives Ghana a very, very, very Merry Christmas. Hey, shucks, man.
I'm impressed. You know, guys, these guys are doing something that none of the Ghana's team has ever done. Even with the Thierry Henry, your Beckham, you count them. This
Mm.
team, for me, they are something else. They are floating, if I can put it that way. They
You
make it
know,
look so easy, but it's not easy.
no, that is not. This is the EPL. You know, it took him a while to get to his team, to grips with the coach, that is. But they're coming all right. They're playing well and they're being consistent. You know, the only team with only one loss and one draw and all wins in this first half of the game of the season. So you definitely they deserve the first place.
What? This is what fourth season or third season?
Isn't it his? I think fourth, if I'm not mistaken. I'll just double check now.
Should be his third, man. I think third. No, but you're saying it took him a while to get his squad. I'm trying to think who has he really brought or which player. I feel like majority of these players is what they've been sort of around. Apart from like your Ondegaard, maybe Jesus, Saliba. Okay, there's quite a lot, but the one thing that I know at Arsenal that you'll never most probably get in many teams, maybe Liverpool now, but it's the chairman buying into your philosophy and the supporters also buying into your concept of play. Once you have all of that as a coach, that's the biggest ammunition you have. You are given sort of the license to have a mistake, but obviously learn from your mistakes and correct them. But at the same time, you're still going to have your followers 100% behind you in everything that you do. So that's what Arteta is getting right now, and he's always had at Arsenal. I mean, before him, it was Unai Emery. And Unai is Spaniard. He was, I don't know. He was taken for granted in many things because Unai also believes in results now. He doesn't build up. He believes in now. He brought in guys like Cazorla and all of those guys, that didn't work. However, the squad was good. So in the conversation I'm saying is that, Arteta has looked thoroughly at every department, including the striker. I mean, right now we've only got like one recognizable striker, which is Jesus. There isn't like who's the other striker on the bench? Is it Nketiah?
Nketiah, yeah, he's the other striker of theirs.
Yeah,
But he knows that even the left wing, right wing can always cover with goals here and there and everywhere. So
100%. Martinelli, Saka, on the guard, they must come. All attacking players must be able to score.
That's the style that he picked up from Pepe type thing. When Pepe was not really a out and out striker type until, but Aguero was out and out striker and Haaland was out striker.
Hey, Pep is always an out and out, man. There was, who else was there with Aguero?
After Aguero left,
it's Haaland. Aguero last season.
How many seasons when after? Was it 2-3 seasons after Aguero left?
No, Aguero left last season, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why do I think he left so long ago? Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. My bad. Yeah, if you're saying he's always had a striker, okay. All right, my bad.
Yeah.
It's the people that he never likes anyway.
Maybe
But do you think he never liked Aguero as well?
I think so.
What makes you think that?
Why would you let a good player go? It's not like he was guaranteed Haaland. It was not.
Yeah. Actually, I think he left even last season, January.
Yeah, Jan, I think. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he left last season in Jan.
And that tells you there was no relationship.
Yeah.
Hey, having your striker leaving in the middle of the season is not, proper.
Yeah, yeah. Like Dangenia said, man, I don't think he really believed in him, especially towards the end. And I'm trying to think or remember who else was there, that he would have used as a striker apart from Foden. Obviously, Foden is a promotion from the academy, but uh, names are gone now.
But it was that Jesus as well. He was always there.
Not always playing.
Yeah, not always playing, but
Yeah.
there. He was
Yeah.
a prop for him.
Yeah, I mean, it was Sterling. It was Sterling was out there,
Sterling has never really been an out-and-out striker, though. But
more of a winger.
yeah,
but there was a season where I think he scored the highest goals.
the highest. No, I know that there was times when he was just playing him up in front, so that hey, go play as a striker type thing. But yeah. All right. But those were not the only ones. But here's the last game of the weekend type thing. Garnacho grabs the last gasp Red Devil victory. That was a goal right there. But hey, they played well. This young man came in as a sub and won Manchester United the game. But Eriksen, his first goal for United. But the biggest thing that happened at United was the lack of Cristiano Ronaldo in the bench, in the field, anywhere. And after the game, there was that Piers Morgan interview. So, what did you think of the game, actually, before we talk about the Ronaldo saga?
I didn't quite watch a lot of it. I think, as always, I'm always looking forward to Bruno, man. I think he's my favorite player. As long as he's not, under any force to play Ronaldo. If he's playing his football, then I think he's the best, football that I can see for him at United. And yeah, he gets to play and becomes the captain, and he leads the team the way he has to. So yeah, very good game. I think he was very close to breaking a record also for the most goal involvement. In his first 100 games, I think 66 is where he is. Eh?
I'm saying, okay, I wasn't aware of that. Wow.
Yeah. So the record is currently held by Van Nistelrooy and Eric Cantona at United. So yeah, so those are legends. Those are people that are on the Hall of Fame of United. So yeah, he really wanted to get into that space in terms of goal involvement. So yeah, I wish I could have gotten it. I don't think he got that.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? He's like you were saying. Whenever he plays, you're always looking forward to his play. So that means he's quite good, and he will definitely get records, and he will definitely, if he stays at Man U, he will definitely make it uh, close to those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
If he keeps on playing as he's playing. I must say as well, in the beginning, I didn't really rate him that much, but the more you see him play, the more you are like, wow, this is a player. This is an excellent player, actually, not even a good.
Yeah.
So I also rate him quite high. And again, thoughts on the game or thoughts on Ronaldo's lack of involvement and his words about Eric Ten Hag?
Look, I didn't get to listen to the post-match
The
interview.
whole interview. Hmm.
However, you know, the consistency, that's what makes me doubt that this is what they needed. Because one moment when you don't expect them, they
Hmm.
will perform above
And
expectation.
beyond.
When you expect it to be a walk in the park, then they disappoint you. So, to be honest, for the betterment of football, I think they need to make a call when it comes to Ronaldo. And they need to make it now before the World Cup. They should not wait for after the World Cup because by then I think it will be too late. Make the call now so that by the time teams get to the knockout stages, you know, he's already negotiating with someone or something.
Hmm. So the call is Ronaldo must go, according to you.
And no man is bigger than the team. If
What's
he
that?
if he stays, be clear about it as well. So I'm saying make a call. So either he stays or he leaves, but be clear and show that he's part of the team if he's staying. And if he's not staying, just be as clear as well, so that the rest of the team they know where they.
Right. But
Right.
hey,
I think I said that before also. I think I've really,
you
really,
mentioned something like that. Oh yeah.
where I say that, from the beginning, when, Eric took over the team, you know, he had an opportunity to say, look, man, this is my team. This is who I believe I want to work with, right? By not outrightly saying that to Ronaldo and bringing in Anthony, it kind of says to you that, you know what, I want to keep you here because the chairman or rather the board is expecting to have you around, for because of what you can do for.
It's not my choice to have you here, but
Yeah,
I just have
yeah,
you here.
yeah. So he could have, I think he should have taken that step right there and there because there was quite a lot of teams, including Chelsea, I think, that
Mm.
wanted him at that time.
No,
So he
but I think what he's saying is that so Alex Ferguson said, "Hey, you can't go to Man City, or was it Chelsea that wanted him? You'd rather come to Man United."
yeah, but
So
remember, somebody might have asked Alex to go speak to him and say,
yeah.
look, man, try and keep him here. You know, he will only listen to you, not us. So good.
Mm.
So that's what could have happened. But again, Ten Hagen would have been the one that said, guys, but I don't need it. Even if you go and talk to him, I'm not gonna use it. Be
Yeah.
bold, like I always say, is that Pep, as much as I don't like the decision he made, guy, Yaya Toure. He did
Mm.
it, but he was very clear that this guy's not on my
This is
plans.
not my type of player. Don't want
Yeah,
this player.
And let's whether we like it or not, but let's just accept it and move on.
yeah. And you move on with it. You start the player starts looking outside, looks elsewhere. He's better, he's angry, but he's been given the opportunity to move on. And he does that.
And
And
when you do that, you show the board, you show everyone, "Hore, I'm in charge, Elena. You gave me the job, so let
yeah,
me do the job my way
yeah, yeah,
and judge me by my way of doing things." But now he's gonna have a way out to type thing that, hey, shucks, I've got players here that are destabilizing the whole team. I'm trying to do this, but everything is focused on this. So it's destabilizing. It's not good.
yeah.
Mm. Hey,
So,
Professor, that
so
was
what happened to the interview with Ronaldo?
no. He Piers Morgan. He says he's got no respect for Eric Ten Hag. That they did ask him to not go to Man City, come here. So it was just, yeah, it wasn't a lekker. I didn't watch the whole interview. I just read on Twitter the little snippets. But we'll definitely, if we can.
I will follow it up. I'll go and have a look.
Hmm.
That seems very interesting.
It is, it is, it is. I was like, yeah, when I have a moment, I'll definitely get on the whole interview and get the holistic thing. You know what the media sometimes does? It just captures the headlines just for people to talk. Clickbait.
Yep.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, that was the EPL. At home, at home, at home. KB, I know that Saturday you were saying you were looking forward to calling Black Label
Yeah.
the whole day. It started off with Kaiser Chiefs and Pirates, eh, and
No, no,
Sundown,
it started with
Sun-
Sundowns and Amazon.
Sundown and Amazulu.
Sundowns, Amazulu, Kaiser Chiefs and Pirates, and then it went to the finals.
Third and fourth place off.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
to be honest, Sundown is on a mission. You can see, as much as most of us didn't understand the changes at the top,
Mm.
um, look at the changes since.
Rulani took over as
Yeah,
head coach.
but 15 goals, no goal conceded.
Conceded, yeah. No, since he took over, it was like I'm not quite sure but they bang in the goals. So they
Considering all the goals here.
mm,
So for me, that shows that decisions were made and they didn't wait for a break or anything. They said things are not working, let's fix, and they fixed it. Unlike other teams where we'll be told patience, and I'm like, patience for what? You know what's wrong, fix it. Don't
mm.
Yeah.
patience.
When you say other teams, who are course in LTI.
No, I'm talking
Wait.
about Kosi. I mean, really. The sad part is, um, I went to the village, and from the village, I managed to go to the game that evening on a Wednesday. I mean, you talk to the back room stuff. Uh, since this is a public forum, it's things that are said behind closed doors,
Mm,
where people know that this is what the coach is doing.
mm,
You know, one of the people there, very high in the hierarchy, when the substitution was made and Ngobo Spelele
mm.
was brought in. I mean, the person turned around and is like, yo, I can't believe this. Today he put Ngobo so early in the game. So everybody knows the problem. But again, because the
No
old
one wants to address the problem.
no, the old man has always been, let the coach.
Mm,
We'll call it quits when we call it quits. For now, let him coach, you support. So in front of the people, you will rally behind the coach. But behind the scene, you know where the problem is. Everybody knows where the problem is. I mean, I remember that game. I think we end up with that dolly free kick where game ended 2-2. I think it was Kukune or something. I forgot the team that we were playing. So, no, Team Sugazi, TS Galaxy. You remember
like,
that?
Kenny, your camera, please.
Oh, sorry. The midweek game. You remember it? With TS Galaxy. It was a Wednesday
Mm,
game. We
Mm.
end up playing 2-2.
can't really say that I did.
Yeah. So what had happened there is that, I mean, Billiard, I think, was his first or second game coming back. There's a
Mm,
ball that, when Billiard sometimes he misses. Even misses the ball. I mean, one of the coaches there was like, so Arthur is prepared to die for Billiard.
mm.
That is at the end of his career. So do you see the kind of comments that people are making, and you're sitting with them there and you're thinking, so I'm not gonna crack my head anymore. So Chiefs is not making the decisions. and we unfortunately gonna suffer again. We're gonna go to our 9th year, probably the 10th year, without a trophy. I see it possible now, especially with this guy who, you know, we can look at the three coaches that were there before him.
Mm.
They all took risk.
Yeah.
What has this guy done? Show me one thing that is done that you're gonna say, you know what, since he came in, so and so player is outstanding.
Mm.
We don't have that from him because, frankly, no one wants to play for him. Why are players don't want to play for him?
Yeah, look, Kanti, who's now at the is Kuzi still at the academy, or who's not part of the development?
Gentleman by what is name? Is a name Kumalo. He's the one who's the head of all the youth development,
Yeah.
and
Because
he was
because
taking. Oh man, why do I forget his name?
yeah, I mean there's quite a lot of boys that I'm seeing that are coming up. There's that boy I think Manzwane. I
Brilliant,
forgot.
brilliant, brilliant boys that
Yeah.
are. I'm shocked that we are still chasing players that are 29, 30, and we call them young and enterprising players. I mean, there's this boy from Lamontin Goodville, Golden, what is it, Golden
Mm.
Pule, the
Mm.
29. Why are we chasing him? Me, it boggles my mind.
Yeah.
Age 29, what is this guy going to give you? One season and that's it?
Mm.
Guys, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, our scouting, it's
It-
terrible.
that's what I'm saying is that I've always believed in Kaiser Chiefs.
OT.
When it comes to bringing up the players, I think for me they've been number one. When it comes to like your top five, top four teams in our continent or in South Africa rather. From the goalkeeper, we've always known the Chiefs will bring in the best goalkeeper in the country.
Yeah.
From
Always
the clubs,
good.
you
Cool.
know,
Mm.
yeah, all the way from the defenders. I can mention every single department and the Chiefs has always been, and like I say, is that right now I've seen. I mean, if you check that, what do you call it, Disky Challenge games, there's
Yeah.
quite a lot of young boys, Bakukosi, man, that are exciting. So I would have assumed and hoped that some of them start filling in. Like I said, is I saw that boy Uzwane that has come
Zwane,
into play.
Zwane came and he was drafted into the first team. I don't
Yeah.
know what happened, but that's like I'm saying, who Arthur Zwane seems to have an ego problem.
Mm.
No, honestly, let's be honest. Ungezana cannot just be a bad player overnight.
Mm.
Ne?
Mm.
So, if as a coach you are unable to have a chat with the player
Mm.
one on one, then you're not a coach. Who's this boy who got a red card when we were playing CAF final?
Red card.
Yeah, on the CAF when we were playing CAF final. You remember we played
Was it
very.
not
Eh?
when what you got a red card for what? What?
For a late challenge on a player. He went
Okay.
so the VAR when they looked at it is the same as the Pirates red card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, almost
Oh,
the same, but his was more on the
okay.
touch line, but at the center. So it's something exactly like that, but the Pirates one was more harsher. So
I
because
tell you Kawati okay.
yeah, no Ukawati. And what I didn't like about him is that, I was saying to my kids, you can't be a player and do that to another player when you know that's your career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, you see, for me, the intention was never to play ball. That guy was very far from getting the ball. very far. So for me, I even called it. I said, look, this is a red card. And they looked at me and said, guys, I played soccer. My son even said he plays. I said, no. Me, I played soccer. I know that is a red card. And when they
Oh,
did the slow
he
motion,
got that. He got that ankle so hard, man. Yeah.
but anyway, yeah, like we were saying, look, I'm impressed with Sundown. I'm really impressed. Pirates, I don't know what happened to Pirates. What happened? Is it the
So so Pirates, Mfethu, yeah, we since Jose has come in, we've always prided ourselves in keeping a clean sheet or being a difficult team to score against, right? And somehow we get a red card and we start losing, our mind, and goals just start coming in. I don't know. Is it fatigue? Maybe because the guys have played the second game. It can't be, but I really don't know. I really don't know
Maybe
because
I think when you get a red card minus one person, so you have a the domino effect. They start falling because they're all supposed to stand like this.
I
So
get that.
have a
I,
hole.
but
So
I,
but guys,
mentally,
guys,
you know,
I
you
let,
leave gaps.
let me tell you something that you haven't noticed. Maybe you have noticed you were not paying attention to it. Gavin Hunt, you get a red card when you're playing against him. He will punish you.
yeah,
Sundowns, they're a quality team. Don't forget that, guys. You got a
yeah,
red card for them at a critical phase of the game, plus at a critical position. So by the time you tell a player, cover here, look at the goals that came.
Mm.
It's always men alone. It was, you can see somebody forgot to do what they're supposed to do because they've never practiced playing with one man shot.
Without, yeah,
They've never. So that is what I said. A good team, you see it when they punish another team. I said, if you look at the game before the red card, it was evenly balanced.
yeah.
Actually, Paris looked more likely to score than Sundown. But the things turned. So it shows a good team and a coach knowing that now I need to punish. It
Yeah.
could have been more.
It could have been more. Like I say,
Hey,
is that they started the first two goals were like what 2 minutes apart or something
yeah,
like that.
back to
Yeah,
back.
yeah. It was really bad.
The guy misses the goal and then he goes and he scores. He redeems himself. Remember the one that missed when there was no one at the post, he missed. Then
Yeah,
is the one who scored the third goal.
yeah.
And I'm like, guys, this guy is threatening, but no one is picking him up. Why? And why didn't the coach make a decision to say, you know what, let me kill one striker, let me put in a defender?
Yeah.
This is a final,
yeah,
guys. It's not a league match, it's a final. So if you can take the team, both of the teams will be tired. They wouldn't even go to extra time. They'll go.
yeah,
Yeah, it's three penalties.
yeah.
So for me, why play open game with a team that is that good?
And everyone knows that Sundowns is that good.
Exactly. I
Mm.
mean, if you, like I'm saying, since Rolani took over, it's a high scoring game for him.
Mm.
But anyway, like I said, sometimes that disallowed goes from Chiefs saved us the humiliation. No, I'm being
Hey,
honest.
they're not
Sometimes
fair,
I'm
man.
hopeful. Look, deep down, I'm like, maybe I could have given Sundown a hard time. It's a thought, and that's
Yeah.
where it ends.
Yeah. But
Reality
reality
is
is
worse.
Sundowns is an excellent team. They would
You
have.
know, I think I'd rather lose on penalties than be beaten 3-0, 4-0 by Sundown.
Mm. Yeah,
Because you don't
yeah,
recover.
it was four. Yeah.
You don't recover from that for the longest time, eh?
Yeah, no, you don't.
You see, there's a break.
But that's the point we're saying, George. We don't forget.
You're gonna be wallowing in that defeat for the whole World Cup
And you don't even have a game to
to relieve you. Okay,
exit.
okay. At least in the last game we won. Let's forget about that four.
Yeah, but look, For me, it goes back to the same thing that we were discussing with other gents to say, can we start believing in our coaches? I mean, you saw the first World Cup where Africa, all teams that are participating in the World Cup are coached by African coaches. Isn't that an achievement, guys?
Okay.
I think
Which African teams were there? So South Africa was there, or
Ghana
you
was
think
there.
no,
which
no, I'm talking about the teams that are going to the World Cup. They're all coached by by
right
Africa.
now?
Yeah,
Right now.
this is the
Okay.
first time all African teams that are going to the World Cup are coached by African coaches.
Mm, that's nice actually. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm
No
saying
man.
what
Morocco is there, Senegal, Ghana.
Cameroon.
Cameroon, Tunisia, I think
Yeah.
one of those African countries. I can't remember North African countries, but
Ah, Ntageni, KB. We're gonna definitely discuss the World Cup and the Team C during the week, in the middle of the week sometime.
and
Right now, we've gone on long enough. We gotta say bye bye to the people. Gotta remind them to make a comment,
can I
subscribe, and give us a like.
can I put a
So,
disclaimer?
last words for Ntangeni. What
Yeah,
are you saying?
no, I will use it as my last word. Can we all not choose African teams as our home team? Let's choose and everything else because I promise you, we're gonna be seeing fire.
What we're gonna do, we'll discuss it in the middle of the week. What we're gonna do is choose a group
Yeah,
and concentrate on all four teams in that group. Each and every one of us will choose a group. But
yeah,
as I say, in the middle of the week, we'll definitely discuss that. We'll bring you coverage of the World Cup.
and we need statistics.
Mm.
You get
We'll
a
try and do what we can do.
yeah, you get a group. You give us statistics. Even if you pick one player that, what do you call it, an outsider, a player that you think will be hot for that
Hmm.
group, you just give us one per team, then we're good.
All
Because I
right.
mean, it will make it interesting. Because it means
Sure.
you have done your statistics anyway.
Sure.
Okay, let's do this.
KP, your last words
Let,
for the evening.
yeah, look, my last words for this week. Yeah, very fruitful, very productive game week of football. A big shout out to Mamelodi Sundowns women team. They were in the finals of the CAF Champions League. Managed, or rather, they failed to win it. But I think they were also at a disadvantage there. They got like one or two red cards, I think, in that game. So
Yep.
yeah, we're proud of
Very
them.
good. But then again,
Yeah, we're much proud of them for getting that far. I think women football in the continent is really, or rather in our country, is really starting to shine. Hopefully, one of these days we will start, playing and beating the likes of Germany, USA, and so forth. So yeah, a big shout out to them, and yeah, looking forward to the World Cup ahead.
All right, all right, all right. The World Cup is ahead. The World Cup is ahead. As I said, we will bring you some World Cup action. Stay tuned. We're here. And this has been Tavern Talk. As we always say, like, comment, subscribe, man. And we got you.
Ziakala.
What's up?
Tango.